What's up, y'all? Welcome to another one of Redneck's Bar Recipes. Tonight, we're going to be doing smoked Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. I found just a single steak in my freezer, and not a big one. Nice New York strip, though. I believe this is New York strip. Anyways, to kind of make it go far enough to feed the whole family, we're going to turn it into Philly cheesesteaks. So we're going to start out by seasoning it. I'm going to throw it on the smoker for about an hour at 225. We're not trying to cook it on the smoker. We're just getting some smoke flavor built into it. And then later we'll end up cooking it some more in a pan with the onions and the bell peppers and all that stuff. So let's season this thing first. We got a little bit of Peace Blend, Mark's Masterpiece. Big fan of this company and this specific seasoning also. Love this company, man. I've used them before in on my ribs photo and on my ribs recipe. They're a little company out of southern Utah. We're going to do some garlic powder here, some onion powder, just like that. Yeah, buddy. And then just a little bit, add a little bit more salt on there. Pat that all in there. Flip her over, coat the other side there. Oh, this one's got a bone in it even. Look at that. I didn't even notice that before. It's all right, though. It shouldn't get in the way. I'm going to be cutting this up into little fine strips later. Put on our sandwiches. Do all the same seasonings on. Ooh, that was a lot. A lot of onion powder there. I'll rub some of that off of there. A little too much. Garlic powder. I'm not good at using the shakers with my left hand. I probably should have been patting it in with my left hand instead. But what are you going to do? We're already here. All right. Throw some salt on there. Now I started my smoker earlier, so it should be up to temp. We're only doing about, so a lot of people don't understand or don't realize or don't know or never been taught that your meat typically it's only going to absorb smoke for about the first hour of the cook, and then the pores in the meat kind of tighten up. It doesn't really penetrate anymore. A lot of times when you're smoking meat, you want to go low and slow, so you just leave it on the smoker because, you know, it's 225, 250, whatever, but it kind of stopped taking on that smoke flavor after about an hour, hour and a half of cooking on the smoker or so. So we're only going to throw this one on for about an hour. Just get some of that smoke flavor in there. And then we'll cook up the rest of the stuff. So I'm going to go throw this on the smoker and we'll see you guys in a little. Guys, so the steak was on the smoker for about an hour. Took it off. It's resting in the microwave right now. So now we just got to cut up our veggies. We're going to do just a medium-sized onion and a couple of green bell peppers is all. So let's get classic Philly cheesesteak peppers here. And of course, we're just going to cut them into strips. Actually, I need a bowl. All right, we're just going to cut them into strips like you would any cheesesteak pretty much here. Try and cut them sort of thin, I guess. There we go. All right, just something like that. Just strips, and then we're going to kind of do the same thing with the onion. I'm going to get these cut up, and we'll be right back with you. Hey, y'all, we got the onions and peppers all cut up here. Nice fine strips. Careful when you're doing that, by the way. I got myself with the knife cutting that onion. So when you're working with knives, be careful. Don't be like me. All right, next up, what we're going to do, let's cut this bone out of our steak here. So this was on for about an hour. It's okay to, like I said earlier, you're not trying to cook that steak all the way through. You're just getting that smoke flavor in there because we're gonna be throwing it in the pan, cooking it the rest of the way. Although, let's see how that turned out, shall we? I don't know, man. That's pretty good medium rare right there. I mean, I'd eat it. Oh yeah, that's delicious. All right, now all we're gonna do is take this and kind of cut it into nice thin strips here. Kind of like that. Excuse me, guys. Nose is running a little bit here. I'm going to try and cut them as thin as possible so we can get the most out of this one steak that I found in the freezer. Seems as how we got 4 people to feed. This is a good way to make a steak go a long way. All right. Can really taste that smoke flavor in the meat, man. This is going to be a good sandwich. All right, so I got a couple little hard pieces here we'll cut off and throw in the trash. I don't think the kids will like that too much, but there you go, man. You know, cut it in nice little thin strips like that. We'll throw this all right here back on this plate. And then we're gonna next up we'll kind of get the bread kind of prepared, ready to go. So let me grab that. We'll grab that. All right, guys, we're gonna do the bread. For any of y'all who bought knife sets and you've always wondered what this knife is, that's a bread knife. Just in case you didn't know. Fun facts with redneck here. All right, we're just gonna cut these open here. Got some hoagie rolls here. Cut them open, then we're gonna throw them in the oven at 400 degrees or so and kind of get them a little toasted. And then we will start working on cooking up our veggies and finishing up our steak. All right, guys. So we heat this pan up to about medium-high heat. And throw all of our veggies on here. I guess I should wait a little longer to start the video because that pan's not quite heated up yet. But we're going to cook these down. And what we're going to do is actually add all of the seasonings that we used on our steak right into these veggies. So there's the Mark's Masterpiece right there from Heath Blend. Gonna have to get some more of this. I think tonight's gonna use the last of it for me. Unfortunately, yep, there it is, all out. Have to get on and work some more. A little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder, and some salt here. And go ahead and kind of just cook these down with some water here in a second. Once this pan heats up a bit, I'm going to add a little bit of water in there, help cook them down. There we go. She's getting going. Keep an eye on our bread over there in the oven. I'll just throw some water in here with them. Just like that. kind of help steam them a little bit, cook them down nice and good. I'm not a fan of raw onions, so I like to really cook my onions down. So we'll let them go on here for a few minutes till they get all nice and soft, and we'll be back. All right, guys, we got these onions and bell peppers cooked down now. They're looking pretty good. We're going to transfer those over into a bowl. Just like that. All right, next up, throw our steak in here. Just like that. Cook her up. Get this steak cooked up, and I'll let you guys, and we'll come back and finish her up. All right, guys, the steak's pretty much done cooking now. So what we're gonna do is add these onions and peppers back in here, just like that, and mix it all. Give it a good mix. Really wish I had a little bit more steak. That's all right. We just won't use all of the onions and peppers that I cooked up. Now, flatten that out a little bit. I'm gonna use a little bit more onion and pepper over here, I guess. Just like that. All right, now that she's all mixed up, what we're gonna do, lay in some provolone cheese here. Now you can use whatever cheese you want, but I'll throw some provolone on here like this. And let that get all good and melty. While that's melting down, let's go over and get our bread ready. All right, guys. We'll slap a couple of pieces of cheese down on our bread here. I got my sons over here. And then all we'll do is take this delicious mixture we made here. Ooh, man, if I can get some on this spatula. We're just gonna... Presentation might not be the best on this one here. Sorry about that, guys. Throw that on there just like that. Put some on my kid's sandwich over here. Hang on, Bubba. Hang on. I'm filming. All right. Just like that, guys. Ooh, get some of this back up on here like that. Now, I actually have just a little bit of homemade hot sauce a buddy from work gave me. So I'm going to put some of that on mine. Here. Oh, yeah. Just like that. Top her off here. Look at that. I'm talking about. Pan up and Well, that is a delicious sandwich. Definitely give this one a try, guys. It's so good. Until next time, when I come up with another recipe to film, we'll see you guys then. Make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you like this video. Drop a comment. If you got any ideas for something you want me to make, just drop the comments below and let me know. We'll see you guys later.